tickets, and we ended up getting tickets for what was, because they added a second date. We ended up getting tickets for what was supposed to be the original date.
That looks cooked as fuck.
Spooky, scary. It's kind of dark.
Let's adjust the white balance.
You don't want it to be completely dark?
Yeah, no, we need to adjust the white balance on that.
That's funny. It's giving.
It's actually kind of like legitimately funny because like multiple times when I'm trying to do the white balance, it just like comes out green. Jesus.
There it is.
There's the green.
Yeah, so like it comes there.
There you go.
And if anyone needs water,
That looks good. All right, cool.
It's a little dark, but it works.
But it's a little dark.
The ominousness probably fits the vibe.
This is a legit camera, so I'm gonna actually adjust the exposure a little bit more. Let's
I got the notification from YouTube that you're on. That's the
there we go.
Second.
Doesn't that look? That looks good.
That looks good. Yeah.
There we go.
Hello, everybody. I don't have my sound effects. Normally I have a whole list of sound effects, but that's going to be something to work on at a different point in time. But at this point in time, let me just make sure I have control of the cameras. That's not the right camera. There we go.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Ladies
Hello.
and gentlemen, freaks and fools of all species and dimensions, welcome to the Potato Show. I'm your host, Potato. I think. At some point in my life, I was Potato, and we are getting back into the swing of things. It's a little, I'm a little rusty, but I am joined here today with some very special friends. We've got Bellatrix over here. Let me get your mic. Let me help your mic get right here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
This is my first time podcasting, so I don't know the mic.
That's okay. That's my job. But introduce yourself to the audience.
All right.
Of nobody.
All right. I'm Bella, or Altitude, and we're doing an event in Victor.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
This is like such a cool thing. Like I've kind of had an idea in my head for a while about doing like a Renegade festival, and I've been kicking that idea around with with Brittany. But you're legit. We're doing it. We're making this shit happen. It's happening.
It's definitely happening.
Tell us a little bit more about Victor, because I actually only just recently heard about this town. It's a ghost town. It's an old mining town with a lot of towns that are scattered throughout the Rocky Mountains, and it was. You've been there a lot for. Oh, we also have to.
ADHD.
We got another guest.
Kay.
I'm Kay.
Bring your microphone a little bit closer to your face and
Is it?
Speak directly into it. Yeah.
Okay.
Introduce yourself to the audience. Kay.
Yeah.
Homegirl here.
I'm Kay. I do mixed media art and I make jewelry under the brand Kinetic Hues. But I've been to Victor, Colorado before, and I tend to vend at a lot of events like that. So they wanted me to come through with them.
You're a vendor. You make jewelry and stuff.
Yeah, I make of course I didn't wear any because that would have been a smart thing to do. But I make UV reactive jewelry. And with my display I have a bunch of black lights, so it's really fun. You can kind of see everything all lit up. And that's basically my main thing.
Well, that'll be really cool to see at the actual festival. If anybody here in the audience decides to come, there are links in my bio, in my link tree. It's the #1 link. You can get your tickets right now to come and hang out with us in Victor, Colorado. Next weekend?
Yes.
Yeah,
Next weekend.
Dude, it's
soon
upon us.
Yeah.
Now, and you've had some paranormal experiences in Victor, Colorado.
Yeah, crazy stuff. I went up there, oh my gosh, like a month ago ish, with one of my a couple of my friends. It was my friend Steph's celebration. She runs Feral Creative Collective, and
Shout out that name again.
Feral Creative Collective. It's
Feral Creative Collective.
Yeah, it's a Denver-based like collective of musicians and artists. She also like hosts events, so look out for some Feral events coming up soon too.
Feral event.
Yeah, I know, isn't that a great name?
That's actually a sick.
Yeah, she's great.
Absolutely.
But she got me up there. We just had a night to go up and check it out, and we didn't. I had no idea we were gonna actually have a ghost experience. You know, people tell you, "Oh, stuff's haunted," but I kind of was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." Like, I believe in that stuff, but I still don't think anything was gonna happen to me.
Well, I think it's actually kind of cool. Let's get a little into it because, like, I'm a big skeptic. But like, let me put it this way: if like spiritual encounters are real, then it's not. I wouldn't actually consider it. Actually, I think that there's no such thing as paranormal because if it exists within the boundaries of our three-dimensional reality, then it is normal. It's actually a part. It maybe just like scientifically or one way or the other. There can't be such a thing as paranormal because if it exists, if there are spirits that linger between the spaces of consciousness and in reality, then that is a real thing. There's maybe a phenomenon that we can study and examine, and that's where I'm at with like. I'm actually excited to potentially have some sort of paranormal experiences.
Right.
But I would hope that one day, like, even we can scientifically say, like, oh yeah, the reason why these experiences happen is because there is some sort of phenomenon that's legitimately happening here. What do you think about that, like, line of thinking when it comes to something like paranormal activity like that?
I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty woo-woo, so I do think there maybe is some things that are unmeasurable by science. However, I mean, it also could just be things we haven't yet figured out how to measure, kind of like
Yeah.
you're saying, and like, obviously, like the, hauntings and things like that have been recorded forever. So there's something to it, regardless of what the explanation is. Like, we know that whether you want to call it paranormal or not, like, out of the ordinary, unexplainable things are happening always,
It's just unexplainable temporarily.
Right, like it
So
might,
you
yeah.
finally understand it, and there's clearly thousands of first-hand accounts of people like literally, I think I immediately think about people that like go to battlefields in the South or like where huge battles are waged during the Civil War, and they actually report seeing people in period correct attire or apparitions that are there. And as a skeptic, I'm like, that's it's probably it's explainable, but if that really does exist, if that really is happening, then that's fucking sick. It's actually like really cool. It would be cool to observe something like that. So one of the things that I'm hoping happens during this trip up to Victor is to actually potentially experience some sort of extra phenomena myself.
I think you might, because
Yeah.
I think it's about if
Cool.
you're open to the experiences, because I've been around a lot of haunted places in the past, and I'm not open to those experiences. I've never really had anything weird happen, thankfully. I stayed in Victor, and I slept like a baby. I also lived in another high elevation. They're not exactly ghost towns. They used to be, but there's some people living there. I lived in another small town that had about 70 people in it. And people said that was super haunted too. And they didn't want me walking home by myself at night from bonfires. But, like, I never had anything weird happen.
Well,
thankfully.
I mean, so if we are going to go down the path of, like, of accepting that there possibly are these spirits or entities, if you're actually just open to it and relaxed and your mind is open, then they're probably not going to mess with you. Maybe they probably can't.
Well,
really mess with you.
I
They can
want protection from those things, and I kind of like try to keep that protection, and I'm like, I'm not open to these things, and like I don't want to be, but people that I think are will have those kind of experiences.
Are we gonna sage the whole campground?
Right. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm somebody, like I said, I am pretty woo-woo. Like, I grew up religious, like, Christian, not anymore, but, like, so I kind of think I always sort of believed in that, but...
Expand on, so you grew up Christian.
I grew up, like, Baptist Christian and Golden, and I was...
Golden, Colorado?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, Golden homies. You live in Arvada now.
I live in Wheat Ridge, but I'm close, yeah.
But you grew up in Arvada?
I grew up in Golden, yeah.
Right. Me too, dude.
That's cool, that's awesome, no idea. I never meet anybody else from here. That's so awesome.
Yeah, it is cool. But tell me about that Memoria. So I actually wasn't aware that there was a big Christian.
There's not. It really was my family specifically. So I was lucky that like I didn't just get like the whole culture wasn't that. So I still went to public school. I was able to get lots of good outside influences as well.
Did your family feel like we're like isolated here? We're the only true Christians.
My mom and stepdad moved to Arkansas because it was getting too liberal here. I was like, great, go love Trump out there, man. Like, still love my parents, but
shit.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's too liberal for you, not for me, perfect for me. But bye, like, you know.
Did you go to Golden High School?
I did. I graduated. Yeah. Did you too?
No, I went to Wheat Ridge. I went to Ralston Valley.
Ralston Valley. Okay, but yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
funny.
So you gotta tell the ghost story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, totally. Tell us
Okay.
the story. So you're in Victor. Was it at the hotel?
So yeah, it was at the Black Monarch Hotel, which is where the festival's gonna be, right?
Yeah.
Well, the festival's at the Victor Hotel, but pretty much all of
They're
the
right next to
buildings
each
are
other.
haunted in
Yeah.
town, and like different people told me their stories, but hers is the coolest one for sure.
Oh, I'm glad. That place is so tiny. Like, it's not a ghost town, but there's hardly anyone there. So like, the context of us going, like I was saying, my friend stuff. It was me, her, our friend Krista, and our friend Mina, and we were up there like hanging out with the guy that owns the Black Monarch. Super nice dude. Why can I not think of his name to save my life? Adam. Oh my God. I'm like, it's a regular name. But, Adam's awesome. He like had us up there. He decorated that whole place too to be extra spooky. Like there's taxidermy everywhere. Like there's like serial killer themed rooms. Like we got to be in the whole wing with with Dracula. Dude, there's like a Dracula room in one corner. There's a Lizzie Borden room with like axes all up on the wall. There's a Jack the Ripper room with a bunk bed. It's sick. Like, there's a room, too, that has, like, a bed swing, like a full-size bed.
Yeah.
Or maybe, like, actually, no, it's a king-size bed. It's enormous. Like, he somehow got to be a swing. Wow. He let us go through the rooms. It was sick. So, like, the place is already spooky. I was, like, thinking, like, even though I am open to that stuff, and I'm not, like, trying to repel it, but I'm also not trying to bring it in, I kind of think that's maybe the headspace you have to be in. Mm-hmm. But anyways, we'd gone out to dinner. We'd been drinking. We were having fun. We were hanging out. And we kind of started to wind down. It got to be like 3 a.m. Oh, other context of that.
Yeah, 3 a.m. is the witching hour.
Right.
Yeah.
But okay, sorry. Before that, so that Adam was getting ready for a rave that was happening like the next night, and he had this guy Noah in town. Noah does a YouTube, Instagram thing. What I can never remember anyone's name, but he basically will put a JBL speaker through haunted places and yell spirits.
Noah
and like
versus Paranormal.
Yes, we met him. He was there. He's super nice. And so we've been hanging out with him that night, like the four of us, and then I think he went to bed, Mina went to bed, Steph was like getting tired, and then it was just Krista and I up. And we were in the Jack the Ripper room, and we were watching, she wanted to watch Sweeney Todd. So we start watching that, and like
what a fucking like classic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a classic like musical, but like definitely his performance in it.
It fit the vibe of the place too. Like it was
legit.
It was like the right vibe, but we're just up. We're like seriously getting ready to go to sleep. You know, we're tired. We've been drinking, smoking weed, whatever. And she puts on Sweeney Todd, and we're kind of talking and hanging out, and all of a sudden we hear what distinctively sounds like a man and a woman yelling at each other outside. And we couldn't make out like what they were saying, but it was so loud we heard it over the TV. And so then she turns down the TV and she's like, "Do you hear that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, who's yelling?" You know, not even thinking about ghosts, just like, what the fuck, it's late. Like, we're not scared at this point because we're like, who the fuck is yelling? Like, what's going on? And to me too, like being in Denver a lot, I'm like,
At this point, you just seem like a normal.
you just hear people sometimes yelling at each other.
Then you remember. Wait a second, we're in a ghost town with nobody here. Who the fuck is yelling outside of our house?
That's the thing. Like, it seemed so normal at first. Like, oh yeah, this happens. And then we're like, wait. She literally stuck her whole head out the window. Krista did. And looked, and it sounded like they're just like around the corner, but we don't see anybody. And we're even like, is everyone okay? Like, what's up? And we're kind of freaking out because we're like, you hear that, right? Like, okay. So we decide to get up, and it sounds like it's getting closer too, which is kind of creepy. So we, again, a man and a woman arguing, can't make out the words, but can make out like the sound of voices, you know?
Yeah.
So we decide we're going to go see if Noah is up and if he's hearing the sounds too, because our other friends are asleep. And so we walk out of the room together, and it was so creepy because we're on the second floor, downstairs, like the ballroom where he hosts the events. And it sounded like they're down there yelling. And I'm like, it was weird. And so we're like, well, we're not going downstairs, obviously. We go to the other side of the hall. We go to Noah's room. As we approach it, in my head, what it sounded like is that he had the TV on really loud and was laughing near the door. But he was in a...
Can I have your phone? Go, keep going.
Oh, no worries. He was in a much bigger room than us, so his bed wasn't, like, close to the door or anything. Like, he had showed us earlier, like, we'd gone through the whole place. And so we walk up to his room, and it sounds like there's a party going on in the room. Someone's laughing. We're like, that's the TV. He's up, whatever, you know. And so Krista goes to knock just loud enough that, like, if he was awake, he would hear it, but not loud enough to wake him up. And I shit you not, she literally goes, knock, knock, knock. Everything's silent. The sounds downstairs are silent. The sounds in the room. Yes! Everything's fucking silent. And so, yeah, no, it was awful. So we both look at each other and we're like, ah!
Sorry. Actually, that last one wasn't on purpose. Sorry.
But it was crazy. We both looked at each other. We like,
I don't have my phone.
Kind of tiptoe ran back to the room. And we literally, she had her own room to sleep in, but we literally got in the same bed and like pulled our hoodies up and we're like so scared.
I want to do the sound effect again.
And like,
oh shit.
That whole like night we had been joking about like maxing, like, oh, like fun maxing, like whatever. And as soon as we lay in there, I'm like terrified. Like I'm like go surreal. I know it now that I can't. I'm trying to process this. I'm tired. There's so much going on. And I look at her and I go,
"You're sleeping in the hotel this night."
Yeah, and I look at her and I go, scare minimizing, and that's one of the last things I remember saying before I went to sleep.
Bro, that is crazy. That is crazy. No, and not to minimize that experience. I mean, I'm like, I would love to fucking go through something like that. That sounds like a lot of fun. Because I would put it to like this. The spirits, if they are real and if they are able to be here, they can't hurt us. But
right.
They're just there. They're in. Maybe there is some sort of way that they're imprinting their experiences and their consciousness in just the ethereal realm between our reality and death. They can't hurt us. And it's freaky.
It's freaky.
I
don't know.
It's weird. It's freaky and it's weird, but like they probably can't hurt us.
Well,
so that's like it's kind of cool to like see that.
The crazy thing too about that, so about imprints and everything, is the next morning when we were getting ready to leave, we went and talked to Adam, and I was like, "Oh my God, we had the crazy experience!" And I go up to him and he goes, "Was it at 3 a.m.?" And I was like, "Yes." And he goes, "Was there a man and a woman?" Well, he said two men and a woman arguing, and I go,
he called that shit out. He called that shit out. No
and then he go. I go, "Yeah." And then we walked towards Noah's room.
Out
he goes,
of your fucking mind.
"Did it sound like a party was going on and a woman was laughing?" I was like, "Yes." And I go, and then it just stopped. And he's like, "Oh yeah, that happens every night." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I want the sound effect back.
Like, but it was crazy that I was
that is crazy.
Trying to tell him, and he's like, "This is what it is."
Called that shit out. It's like,
this is just what happens. Like, and so if there are imprints,
what do you think is like the actual real like reason behind like stuff that happened? Because clearly that does happen.
Yeah.
Clearly he called it out exactly
before I told him.
Happened. Yeah. So he knew. So these experiences are had by multiple people. what is the explanation behind it? Like, that's what I want to know.
Okay, I
That's
got
what
a theory
You have a
because
theory? I wanna hear it.
because
Yeah.
it's always the same thing
Yes.
over and over again, and I feel like it's people are stuck in a loop from some point in
That
their
would
life.
be a fucking
Because
great-
there's
that
other
makes so much
things
sense.
for
Yeah.
other hauntings. Like I went to the Stanley Hotel in
Yeah.
Estes Park where there's supposed to be hauntings, and I
No,
did the
we
tour.
should, so for the audience, like one of the things that was brought up in this whole thing for the festival was that you said this was one of the most haunted hotels in Colorado,
Mhm.
which are like immediately like, wait, isn't the Stanley the most haunted hotel? But they're just clearly these experiences that are had by a lot of people. So the Stanley Hotel is a very haunted hotel, and then the one in Victor is very haunted as well. So,
Mhm.
but now I'm done cutting you off. Continue with your
Okay.
yeah
Yeah.
bit about the Stanley.
So the Stanley Hotel, one of the rooms, actually, I think it was the one that Stephen King stayed in that like inspired the whole Shining thing. By the way, it wasn't shot in the hotel.
No,
it
yeah,
was inspired by the
shot
hotel.
somewhere.
Yeah. It was shot in a soundstage. So they basically have a haunting that they say it was from a maid that died in some like collapsing thing back in the day. And it was when there was like gender separation at the hotel. And so it's different for different people. And like, I think it's like men, all of their stuff will be like put away, and women, all their stuff will be like put like packed away to like go, like, so stuff will be like moved out of their suitcases in weird ways.
A ghost that puts away my stuff would actually be kind of.
Guys, and not to like what's really cool about Stanley Kubrick's fucking filming of that movie. Yeah, a lot of it was on a soundstage, but there was an actual hotel that they shot a lot of the exterior shots at. And if I had my phone
It wasn't the Stanley though. It was a different
It
one.
was not the Stanley.
Yeah.
That is correct. It's
Yeah.
not Stanley. But I don't know if it even was a hotel in Colorado. But all those exterior shots were done at a real hotel. If my phone wasn't being used to film this stuff. You got it? Did you pull it up?
The exterior of the Timberline Lodge in Oregon.
Yeah.
Oh, in Oregon,
Yeah,
okay.
it was Oregon. Yeah. And it's like way up on that on a mountain, so it was picturesque and really cool. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm a bit of a film buff, and I'm an aspiring filmmaker myself.
He's a movie nerd.
Nerd, and I want to actually get into filmmaking. One of the things that Stanley Kubrick did was that he like tortured his fucking actors
Yeah.
to make them.
He was terrible to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was super brutal. So like those and I don't remember her name, the actress in that movie,
Shelley Duvall.
because she didn't fucking.
Hello,
work.
I'm Shelley Duvall.
She didn't work really very much after that because that was such a traumatizing experience for her.
Yeah.
He put her fucking through the ringer, man, and because of that, she just didn't even want to work anymore. And I don't know. We can't really.
I was gonna say though, about the like, cause you're asking like what the theory is about the hauntings.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I love like paranormal woo woo shit, and like I think there's like different types.
And astrology.
Yeah.
As well. And
Yeah,
you told
I had an
me
astrology
earlier
reading today.
about
It was awesome.
astrology.
I read tarot cards. Okay, so like context, I'm that bitch. Okay, like that's I believe in this stuff.
That's cool.
However, having it proven to me firsthand in my real experience was like some other shit for sure. Like that definitely is crazy to me to have it like proven to me. Doesn't mean it's proven to everybody, but like having a firsthand experience like that is like, okay, shit, ghosts are real. I know now, which is a crazy thought to have.
And so, and what do you think is like the actual? Because like I was saying earlier, paranormal. There can't be such a thing as paranormal. Everything has to still exist within the realm of physics and within our 3D reality or our reality. So if let's just say ghosts do exist, like let's say that astrology, ghosts, they totally exist. There has to be some sort of correlation that does have to be within the realms of physical reality. How do you think that like correlates, and how does that like work? Just spitballing.
Yeah, no, I
Yes.
mean, I have thought about a lot of this, but like, I mean, I do think that like we were kind of talking about earlier, it might just be unmeasurable stuff, but with the haunting I experienced in particular, because it was so like, oh, did this happen and then this happened, like formulaic, I think that's like maybe the actual ghost or maybe just the energy of the event trapped in a loop because
Dude, that's
you know, like
what
it left
you
a
were
strong
saying.
yeah.
Because there clearly are historically recorded accounts of people that existed in a certain period of time, and then that energy just like persists
Mhm.
and is it's like it is trapped in a loop, and that's like a really tragic thing because like like someone who's just like so obsessive about one thing in their life and they die and some part of their soul is trapped thinking about that thing forever potentially but
Well,
and when it comes to astrology I might say we have actually seen statistically significant correlations between people that are born at the same period of time in the same place that share similar traits, and maybe that's like just still like a cultural thing, maybe
right.
maybe it has nothing to do with the stars and shit, but there is a statistically significant correlation between certain personality traits and people that are born at certain times. And this is, I want to put this out there. This is actually kind of crazy and maybe interesting to people that like astrology. I'm a Gemini.
That makes sense.
On the 11th.
Okay.
My name is Connor. Connor. And my last name is Krummick. Krummick. So I've got doubles in both my first and my last name.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm born on the 11th. And I'm a Gemini. So I've got two doubles. I got double O's, double N's, double K's, and double M's in my first and last name.
That's awesome. You also have the same birthday as my dad.
Your dad's born on the June 11th?
I have
No
hella
fucking
Geminis
way.
in my life. I'm an Aquarian.
Yo,
That's why I'm so
for
weird.
real.
But
So,
yeah,
what's the deal with Gemini? Gemini's get a lot of fucking hate. Can you?
y'all have two personalities. Every single one of you has
Oh,
two
shit.
personalities. Am I wrong?
Fuck!
Am I wrong?
Walking contradiction.
You have two personalities.
We definitely do have. There definitely is two of us
Yes,
in here.
and we Aquarians we can kind
I
of handle
talk
it.
to the other guy all
Actually,
the time.
there's 4 of us in here right now.
No, but like for real, this might be like something along the lines of like what we're talking about that could give credence to like astrology shit. Because I talk to the other guy all the time. There are two of me.
It's kind of creepy.
It is creepy. I talk to the other guy. I refer to myself as we. I refer in my head. In
So
my
you're
brain.
like Gemini.
Yeah,
doubled.
I refer to myself as
Gemini maxing.
As two dudes. Yeah, I like when I'm trying to solve a problem, I'm talking to the other guy. I'm like, yo, we gotta figure this shit out. We are going to solve this problem this way. How do you think that we're gonna do this? And then he goes, yeah, man. Well, I think that we can do it this way. I'm like, well, I think that's cool, but like we can maybe do it this way. So whenever I'm actually solving problems, I'm actually referring to myself in the second person, we all the time, and maybe that's I don't know. Is that interesting?
I don't know. I don't feel like I have two whole separate personalities like all the Geminis I've ever met in my life do. But
What's your sign?
I'm Aquarius. My birthday is the day
My
after
mom's
Valentine's Day.
Aquarius.
When's your mom's birthday?
Uh,
Mine's the 15th. It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy if we had the same birthday. That'd be
No,
nuts.
not February.
January.
Oh, she's a January. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
23rd.
Yeah, it just would have been nuts if your mom had the same birthday as me. That would have been crazy.
So my stepdad's birthday, my mom's husband, is December 23rd. But my mom's birthday is January 24th. And my dad's birthday is March 25th.
Yeah, see, there's weird. I don't know. Like,
my mom is also really into numerology and stuff like
yeah.
that. And I think it's cute. But like, you know, there might just be human beings are always looking for patterns and
right.
trying to associate things with other things, and that's like cool. Like there's bound to be like really what we assign as significant correlations between things, like
Right.
numbers, like means in Gemini on
Right.
on the 11th.
Yes, but also
Double
too,
O's, double N's, double M's, double K's.
Like, totally though. But like, I also gotta say too, like having crazy firsthand experiences though, like is nuts. Like it's one thing to like believe in all of that, but then to like for days I was like, I know ghosts are real now. I know, what am I doing? What can I do with this information? Like I know ghosts are real. Like for me, like that has been fully proven, and like that's some shit to wrestle with, and like.
Do you think that aliens have visited us?
Oh yeah, dude. Okay, the probability of aliens not being a thing is basically zero.
Yeah, exactly.
The government
But
has
have
said
they
it.
visited us?
Probably.
The
if they're
government
more advanced.
said that.
Oh yeah, didn't the government
Like-
kind of tell
like
us
they
that?
I mean, that's
disclosed
probably
it.
like really crazy technology that's just like capable of advanced flight.
Who knows?
And it probably
Could be
is
anything
so
at this point.
expensive to drive a vehicle that does that they can only do it like once or twice.
Fair. Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, like the capability that it would take to travel intergalactic distances is just insane. The universe is so fucking huge.
Yeah, like
It's
inconceivably.
huge. It's fucking enormous.
Yours.
It's so
So
big.
loud.
It's so fucking big.
Yeah.
Oh, one of I've been following this creator. He came up out of the pandemic, and he did this. He's done a couple of really fucking cool videos because he learned how to use Blender, and something Spaceman. I love this guy's
I know you're talking
channel.
about.
I'll send you the video. But he's like, what if we reduced our galaxy to the size of a Fruit Loop, and then I'm standing here in a 6 foot deep Olympic swimming pool. How many Fruit Loops that are the size of galaxies do you think it would take to fill this swimming pool? The answer is 250 swimming pools.
See, that's just like
It's just
that's not real.
so
I mean,
huge.
no, I
Just
mean, not saying it's not
dumping
real, but like that's just
galaxies.
inconceivable. Like,
he over the course of the video, he gets buried in galaxies in one of 250 swimming pools.
yeah,
full
stuff is
of
crazy.
Fruit Loop sized galaxies, and that's like we are in there.
Yeah.
Just like in there, and it's crazy to think there's certainly intelligent life out there.
Right.
But the ability for that life to be able to travel intergalactic or even interstellar distances is just that's the part that I struggle with. Say, and where would they go? Why here? How would they know to come here? Let's say that there is a species of advanced species that's been living for billions of years, because that's about how the age of the universe. And how would they know to come here? Of all the quadrillions of systems in our own fucking galaxy, why this fucking star system? There's just no way. The numbers are just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's cool to think about.
Yes.
And I love science fiction like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
super cool.
if you ever read like, I'm sure you've read like All Tomorrows and stuff. Have you,
Yeah.
yeah, I love that type of shit. The speculative biology and stuff.
God, this was a super fucking cool conversation. I really enjoyed this so much. I do want to tell the audience a little bit more about the festival that we're doing. Can you dive a little bit more into what was the catalyst for this festival actually happening? Actually, you know what? Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to dive into the festival and all that. Don't go anywhere. Nobody watching this.
I'm watching.
We'll be right back. Love you guys so much.
That's why I wanted my phone.
1 second.
I heard a weird
Hi, puppy.
Now.
Yeah, no. So we, while we were on our break, we were talking about like urban exploring, and it did really make me think again about backpacking, because like there are moments when you're backpacking, you're out there in the wilderness.
Yeah, that sounds scary.
Alone, and it's dark and quiet and weird, and you gotta wonder, like, you know, what's out. I mean, if it's not animals, if it's not people, if it's like, dude, have you ever camped next to a river and you can hear that fucking bitch talking?
No, that sounds terrifying.
It's terrifying.
Wow,
as fuck.
what? I've never heard that. That's scary.
Terrifying as
It's
fuck.
not terrifying. It's amazing.
It is. Well, it is amazing. But if you like,
Bumper.
if you're in a certain state of mind,
Yeah, that
and
probably
you're-
freaked you
and
out.
you're camping next to a river, and you just hear that babbling brook over. They call it a babbling brook for a reason, because over. Oh Jesus! Why are you not working? Oh shit! I can't control my cameras anymore. Yo. We'll figure that out.
Oh well.
My shit's not working. Anyway, they call it a babbling brook for a reason, because it does, at a certain point in time, after a long time of listening to the river just by your camp, it starts to talk.
All over your stuff.
It starts to talk.
Oh, I could imagine. Like, that sounds scary.
And it's weird,
Yeah.
but it's like, if you just drown it out, it can be calming and like beautiful. But you just hear the water flowing over the rocks, and you hear voices.
That makes sense. Well, and I mean, there are like
And it's
scientific stuff too. There could be
dark.
like auditory hallucinations from like white noise type of shit going on for sure. Like it. I mean, I do believe in all that stuff,
It's
but
pitch fucking.
that would be scary for sure.
And it's a different type of quiet when you're out there away from
Yeah.
everything.
And when I go backpacking, and I go, I know the areas I go into. I've hiked there, camped there a lot, and it's like I know where I'm at, and I know I'm always camping next to the river, because you're always usually hiking up the canyon where the river is coming down, and God, dude, I just want to talk about. I just want to yap about backpacking, man. I miss it. And I'm really excited to go camping for this festival, because man, I fucking miss camping. I miss it a lot. I do 2 types of camping. 2 types. Where number 1, full on fucking survival. I'm like fucking I'm packing my shit into the wilderness. I'm like literally only got what's on my back. That's like everything I have with me. And then second type, glamping. I don't care. I got a generator.
Glamping is a good time.
I got a generator. I got a yurt. Our tent is a fucking yurt. It's
That's
a
sick. I love that for
huge
you.
fucking tent. Massive fucking tent. I got a yurt with a fucking generator.
Well,
We
let's
got-
let's ask about the festival.
Yeah.
and let's
So.
talk
Sorry, I'm a yapper.
I'm a glamper only. I have
Glamper
to say,
only? Oh,
yeah,
man.
I'm not backpacking.
How
Yeah, I don't
Like,
wanna backpack
I
on
need,
the road.
I need my
convince
stuff.
you to do a backpacking job.
It's not happening. Like
Oh.
I said, impervious to peer
What if we
pressure.
just,
Like I'm not
walk
doing
in?
it.
What is your zodiac sign?
Gemini.
Oh, okay, more than one Gemini.
What's your
Yeah,
Okay.
it's my birthday.
It's
Yeah.
your birthday today?
Yeah. No,
Oh.
for the festival.
Oh,
So.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah. So this
the
is
stages
actually
are
this
named after
happened.
people's birthdays.
Yeah, so this is actually like
That's
the
cool.
second year we did this. We did this last year. It was a camp rave in the woods for me and Ella Grace. And we had like 30 people,
Who-
but we
who?
Ella Grace. That's
Ella
the
Grace.
E and Bet Fest or BET
Fest.
Fest. It's been debated.
Yo, Bet.
I
call
like
it- it's
Bet.
called
I like
Fest.
Bet.
That's pretty
I don't
nice.
like BET. It sounds like
Bet
the
Fest, yeah.
like
Yeah.
the TV
That's
station,
what one
and
of
I'm
our
like,
friends asked as
The old
well.
TV
when we
station.
Yeah.
tried to tell them
Yeah.
about it.
Only the
it's
millennials
bass
will
heads,
understand.
not R&B. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Ella Grace and I had our camp out last year near Cottonwood Lake. And it was only 3 DJs last time, but we had fire spinners, and it was
So
pretty
cool.
epic. Yeah. And so we were going to do the same thing this year, but then this year, all my friends are DJs, and then we're going to be over the 75 legal people to be on forest land. So We're looking for new
we're already looking at
spaces.
75 people at least being here.
Just the
Just
DJs,
the DJs
there's
and
30 and
vendors
and we have some flow artists that are
Let's
designated
fucking
coming.
go.
And like, yeah, we're over
Yo,
75
you
people for
guys,
sure.
This is gonna be a fun event. If you can make it up, if you're not doing anything next
Flip
weekend,
that.
man, you guys, this is gonna be so cool. It's in a fucking ghost town.
It's really cool up there.
It's in
It's
two
so
spaces
cool.
actually. So it's in the
And people
town
can
of
get-
Victor.
People can get a hotel if they don't want to.
Well, unfortunately, the Black Monarch, the super haunted one we talked about with the ghost story, is fully sold out for Saturday already.
There's the Victor Hotel and there's the Black Monarch.
Yes.
Those are two hotels.
Yes.
In the same town.
Yes, and we're holding our event downstairs in the lobby of the Victor Hotel. There's
Okay.
still rooms there, and we get discount code BLACK. And there's also camping at Phantom Canyon Ranch. And so this reminds me kind of the setup of my old little mountain town of Montezuma. It was like almost like a hippie commune with like 70 people I mentioned, and we'd all go down to town.
Montezuma.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
you know Zuma. I lived there mostly, or past Montezuma. Yeah, hardcore altitude, hence
Yeah.
the name. So, we'd all go down to town to the 3 little bars down there that we called the Devil's Triangle. Because yeah, it got kind of sloppy down there in Keystone.
Yeah.
And
what
then
was-
go
sorry,
back.
What was the name of the campgrounds again?
So it's Phantom Canyon,
Okay.
and it's the resort. But it's a ranch, so Phantom
How far
Canyon
is
Ranch.
the camping area from the main town? So
It's
so
15
like,
minutes.
right now, this is a big opportunity to explain to the audience. We're gonna get a bunch of clips of this
Mhm.
and put it on our Instagram and like,
Okay,
let
cool.
everyone know. So right now you have you totally have the floor to,
Okay.
to explain to everybody exactly what the things are. So let's talk about the hotel accommodations. Let's talk
Yeah.
about how far the camping is
Yeah.
from the main area. I think that we're gonna do an outdoor stage, a 4th stage at the campground.
Well, it's a 3rd stage, but there's 4 events. So let me explain the whole
Go
kind of
for it.
setup.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we're doing kind of a town takeover, and the main event is at the Victor Hotel, and we're bringing my big subs. So we have like the two 18-inch, 4,000
big
watts of subs,
subs.
the big ones, the big
Okay,
boys.
well,
And so that's going to be the main stage downstairs in the Victor Hotel. It's kind of 2 levels with like
Yeah.
a little lounge area. I took a video of the area, and one of my friends said it looks like we're going to be raving on the Titanic because it's
Yes.
all like old timey, like
Totally the vibe.
1900s.
Oh, dude,
Yep.
you have to send me that video, and we'll actually overlay it with this clip.
Well, the video was when
We're
they
gonna
were
clip-
having
we're gonna clip this,
renovations,
and then
so
we'll,
it's
I'll use that as background for the clip.
the video was when they were doing renovations a couple weeks ago, so it's like a construction zone.
This is sick. This is gonna be.
It's really
sick as
cool.
fuck,
Yep.
dude.
It's a cool
Dude,
place.
if you guys aren't
Vibes.
doing anything next weekend, you gotta come hang out with us.
Okay, so that's just one stage,
This
just
is
the main
one
stage. We
fucking
got
stage.
lasers and visuals and the big subs in there, the 2 levels. There's a bar, and I think the restaurant's open too. So that's the first stage. The second stage is in the Dirty Sally's Pizzeria, which is where I played
Delicious.
during the
Super
Ghost
good.
Rave. Yeah, it's so
We
good.
ate there that night.
It's so good.
That's
And-
so cool.
And there's food and drink tickets included with your with the tickets, and they're good for slices of pizza or well drinks. And I strongly encourage you to get the pizza again. It's so good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
And the Dirty Sally pizza stage is almost all back to back, so that people can be going back to
That
back
is
with their
so
friends
cool.
on
I'm
the Dirty
awesome.
Sally
I'm
stage.
so excited to go back with Raikou again. Raikou.
And us, we're scheduled, but it's gonna
Oh.
be like big group back to backs
Okay.
on Saturday afternoon.
I'm kind of a menace when it comes to back-to-backs. I kind of tailor that menace part to who I'm going back-to-back with. When I go back-to-back with Raikou, I try to fuck her up as hard as possible.
Oh, that's
I
not
try to
nice.
throw the most ridiculous thing at her and see if she can fucking mix into it, and she does the same thing to me. So it's like we battle. So it's
Hilarious.
and that's kind of like part of my back-to-back style is I'll throw, I do like temper it depending on who I'm back-to-backing with, but one of my favorite things is to throw something at you that's like ridiculously difficult to fucking listen to. So.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be you guys. Most of the other back-to-backs are genre-based. And then,
Yeah.
so we have a couple other things in town. There's also karaoke going on Saturday night that your drink vouchers will be good for there. We're not hosting that or running it, but you can go over and do karaoke. Also, I'm not sure. The Black Monarch Hotel may be doing kind of market over there. I'm not sure. We'll have to figure that out. And then, so that's the town takeover, is the Victor Hotel, the pizza area, and the karaoke at the 1887 bar.
Those are the 3 main stages.
Well, it's 2 stages and 1 event area. Karaoke isn't really a stage.
So what are we doing for the camp stage?
So the camp stage is at the Phantom Canyon Ranch, and that's a 15-minute drive from town down a dirt road. We also have Uncle Adam's Haunted Hayride, he's calling it.
Oh my god.
He's doing,
That's awesome.
he converted his pickup truck bed to have a bunch of seats, and he's doing tours of the Phantom Canyon Ranch. I think he has them going on in the morning. They can be booked separately. And then during the event, he'll also be doing little shuttles back and forth to town. Tip him if you get the ride, but also
He's great.
it's at high altitude, and
It's-
high altitude affects you. So, like,
does.
1 drink will feel like 3 up there.
Oh,
so,
God.
Hydrate.
You get used
Hydrate.
to drinking up here at altitude, then you go down and you can just mog on.
It's
your-
nuts.
no, you won't get
At low
drunk.
altitude.
Actually, it's problematic because I lived at high altitude. You just won't get drunk.
Yeah.
You'll just get extremely hungover the next day. It's horrible.
So
Actually,
I actually want to take this moment to say that I don't have any sponsors for these podcasts and stuff. What I do have is this is we are running this out of my home studio, Spudworks Studios. This space is available to rent if you want to come here and practice on my decks, or if you want to use this podcast space for your own podcast. We are renting out the space. We also have another studio in the other room. That's Studio A. It's a fully treated and calibrated room with Adam T8Vs. So they're 8-inch speakers. Those Adam Audio speakers. They have a frequency response down to 21 hertz.
wow.
So it's super deep, super low. So if you're a bass music producer and you want to listen to your mix on a professional set of speakers, come over here to Spudworks Studios and just toss your mix on my speakers. I'm a college graduate. I have a degree in audio engineering. So I can help you guys out with your mixes. I can help you finish your tracks. We can get that shit polished and get it ready, like even to shop your tracks out to labels. So if you guys are interested in this, please come over here to Spudworks Studios. I'm trying really hard to buy a van. That's the next step in my journey. I'm trying to buy a 15-seater extended cab van. If I had the van, then we could shuttle people back and forth from the campground during this show. But this is not something that's in the cards right now. So if you want to support the podcast, if you want to support what we're doing, please consider coming and using the space here. We are going to get a Patreon going up eventually. Very soon, we're also going to have merch, which is I'm so excited about. Working with I have a couple of vendors I'm looking at they're gonna do the merch for us. So potato shirts, Spudwork shirts, and if there's anything that y'all are interested in working with us on, that would be sick. I know that you're also interested in starting a label.
I did. Yeah, the label has launched.
Wait, real quick, I had one more question regarding like the campgrounds and stuff. Will there be a promo code for people for the campgrounds?
No, there is just a set that's booked directly
Is it
with the
like-
Phantom
is it
Canyon
free?
Ranch.
No, it's not free.
It's not free.
How
It's
much is it?
by site per night. So you can have as big of a tent site or as big of a RV site for as many people.
I was
And then
just
we were gonna do my stage. It was gonna be the
Can I
camp stage.
say this real quick, baby? So I was just looking. It's like it's about $50 a night.
No. It's like
Oh.
25 a night or
Okay.
50 for 2, I think. So
That's not
double
Okay.
check
And are
that.
we gonna do
And that's
stage
with
there? Yeah,
yes,
the
and
af-
you
that'll
get
be the afters.
and you get access to the stage with the camp pass, or you have to add a separate add-on if you're not camping.
And am I going to be providing that stage? Is that what we're going to do?
Yes.
So yeah, Spud. That's going to be the Spudworks stage.
It's not because it's based on everyone's
Okay,
names.
yeah.
Sorry.
Based on everyone's name, that's fine. Brought to you by Spudworks.
Yeah, hosted by Spudworks.
So we're gonna have two 20-inch Harbinger powered speakers. Then we have two 16-inch tops. We're gonna use these speakers right here. Those are gonna be the monitors for the DJs. We'll use these decks, and then I have a tall table, and we'll have a canopy, and I have a big generator around the whole fucking thing. So
Yeah.
this is gonna be awesome, you guys. If you're available next weekend, fucking come hang out with us.
Yeah, and
This
we
is
have all different
so
kinds of artists. So we have it a little different than most festivals are set up.
Yeah.
All the artists are playing all the stages.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about not seeing one of your favorite artists. You can catch them on one of the other stages
Well, there's
as
also gonna
long
be
as you have the
hiking,
camp
right?
stage.
There's hiking and
Yep.
canoeing.
No. I don't think there's.
There's
no,
not really
that's what we
water.
did last
Water-
year.
water
There's
sports?
No. That was last year.
Dude, we're in the great outdoors. There's a really cool sculpture up there.
So
the troll, right? Am I thinking?
I
correctly?
think there might be
The
a troll, but
correct?
there's
Yeah.
there's a lot of cool stuff to walk
There's
around
so
because
much
it's an
cool
old mining area.
Yeah, it's
so
cool.
there's lots of cool stuff
It's
to
the
walk
troll
around, and it's
putting
like
the wood back, putting the wood back into the ground.
I don't
There
know
is a-
which
there's a
one it
troll
is.
sculpture up there. Yeah, I saw it actually this morning on my TikTok randomly.
I sent it to you.
Yeah, you sent it to me. That wasn't- okay, that wasn't-
Random.
Yeah, but the whole
You're
town.
right. You got the whole. She gets credit for it. This really incredible artist created a huge sculpture of he's put trolls. Two of them in Colorado, but he's got other sculptures around the planet.
Mhm.
And one of them is in Victor, and it's the troll.
I had no idea.
Putting he's in the lore behind it is that the troll is putting the rocks back into the ground and then
Interesting.
sealing up.
Yeah, because it's an old mine.
Yeah,
So
and the backdrop of it is like the strip mine, mountain right behind it. So
that makes sense.
really cool, dude. This is gonna be so fucking cool. I'm
Yeah,
so
and the
excited.
drive out is wild. It's right near
Oh my
Cripple
goodness.
Creek too. I think we're getting casino discount codes. I'm still waiting on
Yeah.
what that will be from the casino, but that's 20 minutes the other way if you want the other kind of vibe also. So
Yeah, no, for sure. You guys, this is gonna be so much fun. I'll be hosting one of the stages, the camp stage. That's gonna be basically after hours, the after
Yep.
hours stage. I'm bringing up the van, and if you want to help support stuff like this, like local events, like the link is gonna be in my bio, in my link tree. It's the first fucking link. Please go click on it. Get your tickets. Come hang out with us. It's gonna be so much fun.
yeah, and this is really for a good cause too,
It
because the
is.
town of Victor went through an emergency a couple weeks ago. They were doing a water system upgrade, and the water main broke, and they had no
It's a
water
super
for.
old, rusted ass
Yep.
system.
And they just had problems, and they had no water for a week, and they were doing another event earlier in the month, and they had to cancel it and refund everything. And it was Mother's Day weekend too, which is the biggest restaurant weekend of the year. So
Yeah.
again, help
Brutal.
support Dirty Sally's.
So we want to support these small events, man. If you guys are tired of paying ticket fees to go to big festivals and deal with all that bullshit, like come support small local festivals that are run by small local promoters and people that are trying to like create a scene. I mean, dude, we can talk about how like fucked up the world is right now, but let's not go there. Let's because capitalism and like just the corporate takeover of every aspect of our lives is just ruining so many things. So if you can find it in your time and you vote with your wallet, come support a local event like this. Like, this is like the perfect kind of opportunity to say, like, hey, I'm not going to go to fucking Ball Arena. I'm going to go up to fucking Victor, Colorado and do a local festival. That's what's so cool about this. And that's what I'm really kind of hoping for the next, like, 10 years, the next decade. I'm actually really thinking that there's going to be a
Mm-hmm.
new renaissance, a new cultural renaissance that's going to happen in the 2030s. That's going to totally be humanistic and human driven.
Yes.
Where people are going to revisit art in a way that we haven't seen in like a couple hundred years.
As a visual artist, like, it's already, and I mean, also being, even though I'm not like a producer myself, like being heavily involved with a lot of like musicians and stuff, like it's already happening. And I was gonna say, piggyback off what you were saying, where like if you are supporting these local festivals and these local events, like it's also community building.
Exactly.
You're finding your people. It's not, it doesn't have to be corporatized. We can make it real and human.
That's
and
what's going to drive
Yes.
this cultural
Yes.
revolution.
Exactly.
That we're all part of. And like art is so it's so important. This is what drives humanity forward.
Yes.
One other thing I want to say is I did start a record label. It's kind of launching.
Yeah.
It's called Elevated Underground, and that's really like kind of all of these artists. These are all real underground artists, and they're all really mixing. So people are paying so much money to go to EDC, and I appreciate the big productions and like the big artists. And seeing those things live. However, a lot of them are not live mixing. A lot of them, they're not even allowed to. And this is going to be like, you're seeing talented DJs and producers, and they're all live mixing. We even have a vinyl DJ.
Like BBC, they're not allowed to live mix.
A lot of them are not. Yes.
So I know, like one of the guys that I look up to a lot is like James Hype, even though he's a tech house mixer. And I'm a bass guy. I look up so much. I've heard one time that he said that a festival was not going to allow him to live mix. He goes, "Fuck that! I'm not going to play."
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah, some of them don't, but yeah, there's a lot of them. A lot of the big ones, they're not allowed to, and some of them, I'm not going to name names on podcasts, but I will tell you guys privately, like, are good producers that do not mix or pretend to mix, and it's like, this is real mixing, this is real DJs, a lot of them are also producers, and it's a chance to really vibe in the underground.
You know what really burns me about that is I'm a musician. I've been in bands. There's no fucking way that I would ever go out there with my band and play a pre-recorded set.
Just like not actually
it's
play,
not
pretend.
That's ridiculous.
Pretend to play your instruments.
So I'm a guitar player. I've been in bands. I'm a singer, and I've been in bands with guys that play fucking bass and drums. Like, could you imagine going out there and
they're pretending?
Well, they've been forced to. I forget who. I think it was the Carpenters. One of them was eating a banana when she was forced to lip sync to.
Also, Nirvana.
Yeah, it's been going on forever.
There's that Nirvana set where he just they all pretended to play their instruments really badly.
Yeah, so this is not that. There's no lip syncing DJs. This is all real live mixing and a lot of producers. So
yeah,
hell yeah,
hell yeah.
We have to really embrace that part of. And if it fails, if it sucks, then fine. So fucking be it.
There's no way it's going to. We already have 100 people coming. So, making mistakes or different, but yeah.
That's what reminds the audience that you're human. That we're actually fucking playing for real.
Yes.
Exactly.
I think there was one other thing I was thinking about, and it was it comes down to there's been a lot of controversy lately about comedy and the things that people can say, and I think that the most important thing about art is that it punches up, as it challenges.
Yes.
It challenges the state.
Indeed.
It challenges the status quo, and that's what you're supposed to do as an artist. That's why, like, this whole thing that was happened like last week with the Netflix roast. That's why it's disgusting and fucked up to make jokes about George Floyd, because he was murdered by the state. He was murdered, executed by a state officer, a representative of the fucking, and he's an innocent man minding his own fucking business. And it's funny to make fun of Charlie Kirk because he put himself in the limelight.
He died doing what he loved.
He made.
Sorry, that's fucked up.
No, that's actually this is a legit conversation because Charlie Kirk put himself in the limelight. That's what he did for a living. He was a representative of the state. He was funded by big billionaires, and his job was to push their agenda.
Yep.
And so when we make fun of Charlie Kirk, we make jokes about Charlie Kirk, that is punching up.
Yes.
It's like saying, hey, this guy represented the interests of the state.
Yes.
So that's why jokes about Charlie Kirk work and are funny and interesting. But when you make jokes about Renee Good or George Floyd, those are people that are murdered by the state. That's not. It's disgusting because you're punching down on people that are victims of the state. So we as artists, we have a responsibility here to elevate voices of people that are going to bring forward issues like this specifically.
Marginalized people, marginalized groups.
We are the voice of the marginalized. We are. It's our job to punch it. I'm not fucking tear up. This is our job, and we have a responsibility right now more than ever to do this. And I want to thank you so much for what you're doing, and I'm so humbled and excited to be a part of it. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're joining the community. Woo, joining the party.
Let's make community, guys.
Yeah.
All right, that was the Potato Show, you guys. This is a very special episode. Did you bring your USB by chance? You want to fucking DJ? We can do a little bit of live stream.
I have my USB, but I have so much work to do to prep for this festival. I can't. I have to go to storage for maybe after storage. I have to get to storage before it closes, but I might swing back
All
through.
right, no worries. But that's gonna conclude this live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining us, all 0 of you.
It's recorded.
This will go up on my YouTube channel, and we will clip farm the fuck out of this.
Heck yes.
Thank you guys so much. This is
Thank
awesome.
you. This is really cool.
Yeah, this was
so
cool.
excited for what we're doing, and I appreciate everything that you guys are doing, and we are going to fucking crush it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, you guys join us. Links are in the bio. Click on my link tree, and they'll be in the description of this YouTube video. They'll be if you're watching this, if you're seeing these clips on my TikTok or on my Instagram, go to my bio. There'll be my link tree. Click on the link tree and click on the first link. That'll get you your tickets to come up to BetFest. It's gonna be fucking awesome, you guys. This is gonna be so much fun. I really hope that as many people as can join us up way up at Victor, Colorado, and I love you guys. I love all of you. Anybody who ever watches this, I love you from the deepest depths of my heart. Peace.
Sweet.
It appears that there's no camera